Just wanted to show you guys real quick the hiking trail that we used to get to where we were. Where we were up there at the old castle ruin. It's a beautiful trail to get there. But Miriam and I, we like to take our own way here. Own way up there. Let me rephrase that. Our own way up there. And there's Miriam. And then there's our river. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, there's Mia. I'm saying hello. You want to say hello? There's the river. I just love this hiking trail. It's interesting too, because a little bit further down, there used to be a little hut. This whole area used to be famous for making, let's see if I can get it right, whetstones, for sharpening sickles, for cutting wheat and cutting hay. And there used to be an actual shop right down there, a little hut, where a local farmer set up his little hut. And then in the spring and the fall, when you didn't have a whole lot to do, right about where that bridge is, I don't know if you can see the bridge, right about where that bridge is, he had a little hut, and he would come up here and he'd gather the stones that he would basically peel off the mountain in the wintertime and then shape them into these beautiful diamond shapes. And he would sell them to the other farmers to sharpen their knives, sickles, and I guess knives and sickles, that's about it. That's the only thing I can think of. But in fact, my father-in-law, his father used to be a whetsteiner. He used to come up here and get the stone off the side of the mountain and then shape it into those whetstones. All that stuff is gone. This river is flooded several times, and the house itself is completely destroyed. In the comments, I'll post a photo of the actual stone, like this massive stone that they would use to actually shape the little whetstones. The wheel is this huge water wheel stone, a water wheel stone. And the wheel itself, after the house was completely destroyed, it got buried. But where it got buried was right on the new hiking trail. And so all the feet going over it over time have brought it back up so you can actually see it again. It's really cool. And so I'll post a photo in the comments so you guys can see what it looked like. But all these old factories, they didn't have electricity. They would use the power of the water. They would set up water wheels along these little rivers, and that would give them power so they could basically create these little factories to shape these little stones and then sell them to local farmers. If you guys have ever seen those dolls, those very beautiful, they're not dolls, let me rephrase that, these beautiful hand-carved wooden statues that are very common around here. You find them in Oberammergau especially. There's one particular one that you'll see where there's a man hanging from a string, and he's hanging off the side of a cliff. And what he's doing is he's getting the stone that he will use to shape into the whetstones. What they would do is they would hang off the sides of these cliffs, which I'm not near one right now, but one day I'll bring you guys to one. They would hang off the side, and they would rappel all the way down, and then use a pickaxe. They would bang a little hole in the mountain itself, and then they pour a little water in it, and they wait for it to get cold. The water would freeze, and it would expand, and it would break off pieces of the mountain itself. And that's the rock that they would use to create the whetstones. Cool. I'm just on a roll. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.